I wanted you to know the Common Core standards in a nutshell. If you are a teacher of any content area, you are required to fulfill the writing Common Core standards and the reading Common Core standards. They are universal. Science, social studies, math, the technical subjects, whatever those might be. They ignore the arts, but not for long, right? They won't be ignoring the arts. But this is Common Core in a nutshell, and I need you to have that as a bit of background knowledge. That every day and in all content areas, students have to read, write, and talk for the following 4 purposes. The first one is to infer, interpret, and draw conclusions. Absolutely essential. History is fundamentally an interpretive art or science. It is about interpreting from multiple primary sources. Are all of the primary sources, quote unquote, accurate? Do they have perspectives and points of view? Of course they do. Just like I have opinions and you have opinions. And my opinions might be facts and your opinions might be, well, opinions. So infer, interpret, and draw conclusions. The next one, this is true for math, by the way, too. Same for the math Common Core standards. Support arguments with evidence. Resolve, or attempt to resolve, conflicting views encountered in source documents. If 2 source documents tell 2 different stories, resolving conflicts is, by the way, a fantastic purpose for deepening reading. I have 2 or 3 that pop up for me with Montana Stories of the Land that I love digging into deeper because they're part of our national narrative in relation to history, and it's so much fun. And I can use this then as a springboard to get students reading primary sources in a variety of areas to come to their own conclusion about what may or may not be the right language for interpreting a specific thing, right? So I cannot tell you that all the time you can resolve the conflict, because when it comes to our belief systems and ideology, we don't resolve the conflict. I don't challenge anyone else's belief. But I can certainly challenge opinions. They'll come because they're great fodder for taking another deep dive. And I anticipate that we're actually going to see some modifications to the essential understandings about Montana tribes connected to this, that it's really likely. So resolve conflicts or attempt to resolve conflicting views encountered in source documents. And then finally, solve complex problems with no obvious answer. Which children do we remove complexity from? All struggling kids, and sometimes just normal kids who are less motivated than other kids. What happens when we remove complex problems? We're removing meaning again. We're taking the meaning out of it. We spoon feed them, but we're also subtly sending the message, you're not good enough, you can't do it, you're incapable, you're not smart, you're not talented. But the ones that went into the Eagles room, they're the ones, they're doing conceptual learning. They're coming back with models of all kinds of things. They're doing rich, STEM-related, integrated activities. They get to integrate, you get to partologize. I make up words, can I do that? It's exactly right. So I want to share with you where this came from. It was found in Connolly, 2005, David Connolly. He wrote a series of books called College Knowledge. You see the cover of one of them right there. And it was actually really artfully summarized by Mike Schmoker, a man I've had the opportunity to meet and hear speak. The book is fantastic, and it gets to just 2 very, very simple structures that we're going to spend the afternoon exploring, connected specifically to how to support students, particularly in reading this text.